One of the great venues to watch a game in any sport and one of the best home crowds in any sport. Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Chicago Bears. On the visitors' sideline, their head coach. His guys just 2 wins over their last 6 games. On the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd.
Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. And they'll be led out by a man who played his college ball in Happy Valley, their rookie quarterback from Penn State.
I loved his quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give them 15 yards to start their first drive of the game.
The Steelers first down.
Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Now a play fake here on first down. They'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Open man there is Darnell Washington. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Well, only 3 plays in here, but really, Charles, a solid start for this offense, and now we'll see if they can continue their mission to end this drive in 6.
And I wonder if their play caller right now is reflecting on that last big play that they've had on this drive. Do you come back with something similar, or do you have a counter to it to kind of show it and go to something else and create another big play?
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal.
First down. First and goal, Pittsburgh.
On play action, they'll throw. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. They run here with Dowdle. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for 3rd down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
And in for the Steelers touchdown. Pat Freiermuth, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Chris
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win.
First carry for DeAndre Swift.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line.
The numbers for Swift in last week's ball game.
16 carries, 69 yards.
And he has 12 touchdowns on the ground this season, so you know he's a big part of their offense. They count on him, not only to score the touchdowns, but now they can play action, fake it to him, throw it out to the wide receivers, get it to other players who can also produce.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They run for the first time with Ty Chandler. And this will be a Bears first down as the tackle made here at the 36. For the Bears, it's 6-4 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Now a handoff to Chandler.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Another Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Swift running left.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
And the Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Here's Chandler.
And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession, as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming.
Play action. Now Williams.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
Brings up
Cameron Hayward in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
Throwing is Williams.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Nice job understanding the situation. 3rd and long, kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force a 4th down.
Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
They'll try it now with Swift.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
DeAndre Swift.
Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Bears take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal.
Santos with the extra point. And we are tied at 7. A 10-play drive that time. And was polished off by the touchdown run from the 16-yard line.
Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Steelers' offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And he continues to be a nightmare for teams to defend in the red zone. You see the graphic. He's second in the NFL in terms of rushing touchdowns by a quarterback.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Devin Bush driving in and picking up the sack.
Blitz came there from the inside, and there just wasn't much resistance.
No, not at all. That means that defensively, they timed it up perfectly and matched up perfectly. They drew all the blockers to the other guys, left a free runner back to the quarterback. And you know what a free runner turns into? A free hitter.
This will wind up a loss on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt.
Back deep, Khalif Raymond. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
Well, let's shine the spotlight on the former Georgia Bulldog, DeAndre Swift, who's set to begin this next drive.
And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lock, but barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 19-yard line.
Now Chandler.
And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
3rd and 7.
Now 3rd down and 7.
What is that?
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
48 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
First down, and they go with Swift again.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Looking to throw is Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
To the air, Williams. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Here's Williams. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the 1st down, even throwing the football.
And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line.
The Steeler offense set to regain possession.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and
5. He'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
So we are deadlocked at the break here, and the EA Sports Halftime Report starts now. Here's Scott Hanson.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. The season is going by at lightning pace. Week 12 has arrived. It's the weekend before Thanksgiving. Let's get into it. Our trip around the NFL starts now. In Nashville, the Titans at home to take on the Seattle Seahawks.
Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Bears offense and running back DeAndre Swift headed back onto the field. He's got a rushing touchdown in the game already as you check to see where he is ranked in rushing TDs coming into the weekend.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles, so as we start the third quarter. Curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to submit it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Here now, a third down and 8.
Once again, it's Swift. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
75 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. That's complete. Rome Odunze. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll fake the give. Now Williams. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Swift going to try up the middle. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
A gain of 10 yards. That's another Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They'll run here with Monangai. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
The running game's played a huge part in getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing. And as a player...
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. DeAndre Swift with his 14th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bears have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game. I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Here we go.
2nd and 14. That's complete to DK Metcalf. Completion good for 14 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4.
A running play, it's Dowdle. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down.
But that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Devin Bush picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now,
as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
The Bears offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he continues to be a nuisance for opposing defenses that are tasked with trying to slow him down. He's currently 2nd in the NFL in rushing.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And this will be a Bears 1st down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line.
13 yards on the play. That's good for a Bears 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
Joey Porter Jr. on the tackle. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 39-yard line.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
On the handoff, this is Swift.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4.
Here's a handoff to Swift. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Here we go on 4th down. Going absolutely nowhere. They wind up losing a yard or two. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. DK Metcalf. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. So this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. Good return up past the 30. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Chicago offense set to get started. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 129 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. This offense in good shape. 2 timeouts and the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. It'll be a minimum pickup, but it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. 2nd down, 8 yards to go. On play action, here's Williams. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. A pass complete to Odunze. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 33.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
At the 33-yard line.
They'll run here with Swift. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. A handoff, Swift running to the left. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift. Now a timeout called for by the defense as he'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
Well, the defense circling now. 4th down and 7. They'll try and run the option. Oh, no, he lost the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do they do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines?
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
Gain of 10 yards. That's another Steelers.
Back to throw now on first down.
That completes it again to Metcalf.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
That's another Steelers first down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
A 36-yard attempt.
So on now for the field goal try, Chris Boswell. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So they tried to ice him there, but it's fair to say it did not have the intended effect.
And I've known kickers that take it as an affront. And there he says, you think you're going to rattle me? Think again.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here's first and 10.
Vegas, Vegas! What is it? Hold on! Guys, yeah! Hey, volunteer, volunteer, volunteer!
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
This ball intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Steelers are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football.